people, so yesterday when I did a live stream in the afternoon, we were discussing the recent fall of Silvergate, of Silicon Valley Bank, and I also told you guys, don't be surprised if there are other banks that you never heard about in the past that all of a sudden make headline news for all the wrong reasons. What's up, Thomas? Do share this link in the various Telegram chats, please. Yeah, so as I just said, in a live stream that I conducted yesterday afternoon, when news broke out about Silvergate and Silicon Valley Bank, I did tell you guys, don't be surprised if you hear about other banks that you never heard about before in the past that makes it the headline news for all the wrong reasons. And sure enough, that's exactly what everybody is talking about less than 24 hours later, as a matter of fact, about 2 to 3 hours later. Now, did I just say, hey, be careful about, like, you know, any random bank? I actually said the bank's name word for word. You could go back to the live stream and check it out if you want to check the replay. It's really pretty, you know, some pretty valuable information. So we essentially were looking at, we were investigating, where does USDC keep all of their funds? Well, you know, most of their funds. Who knows about all? But most of their funds. And there were 4 other banks outside from Silicon Valley Bank. Right? And Signature Bank was one of the banks that we named, and we clearly specifically said, do not be surprised if this bank actually gets shut down or makes it headline news for all the wrong reasons. And sure enough, here it materializes. Okay, guys, let me tell you something right now. Do smash like button. And we predicted this shit, and sure enough, it happens, right? As I said, literally, I always used to joke with you guys and say, look, we have tomorrow's newspapers today. Well, it's true. It's not that hard to figure these things out. If you do a little bit of research, even you yourself can freaking, you know, can foresee these things happening, unfortunately. And I do apologize for the live stream in the car. I got a very busy day today, but yeah, I won't have time to go to the studio to make a video. So I'll kill 2 birds with 1 stone and, you know, do a live while I go to my appointment. So essentially, once again, for those who are joining, there's another bank, okay, and this is what no one's talking about. People are just saying, okay, this other bank shut down. And I think it's like the 8th biggest bank, 8th or 9th biggest bank in America. And what people aren't talking about, though, is this. They're not talking about the fact that USDC actually has funds in that same bank. They're just saying, oh, the bank shut down. Well, what does that mean? If USDC was pegged from not silver, all these S's, Signature, Silvergate, freaking, what's the other one? Silicon Valley. Holy crap. But if they actually got the peg because of Silicon Valley Bank, right, they had their funds in there, 20%, how much funds do they have of reserves actually in Signature Bank? That's what I would like to know. And do smash the like buttons. Has that come out as yet? Right? Has that come out as yet? That's what we want to know. And I think there was an announcement from Joe Biden stating that how banks are safe. You know how CZ will make that thing like funds or SAFU hashtag? Imagine if Biden tweeted that banks are SAAFU. What does that mean again? Safe as fuck or something, whatever. Like, how the hell are banks safe when, dude, I don't think we've ever seen this in history where you've seen 3 major banks within a span of 24 hours freaking just collapse. Okay, that's not a coincidence. Once again, that's orchestrated. Okay, but the fact of the matter is, if you spend some time in these sort of, like, you know, areas of the world, let's say negative areas of the world, but unfortunately, you know, us being crypto guys, we have to pay attention to this because it does have effects on the markets. I also want to bring something to your attention as well. If you go to my Twitter right now, your boy, tomorrow's newspapers today, once again, go check it out. So my game plan, okay, first of all, let me start from the beginning. My whole game plan with this whole, like, you know, the banks going down and USDC being the peg, I already know something bad was going to happen to USDC. Don't trust them. In a video I actually made last week about Silvergate, what did I say in the last 3 minutes? This was before anything happened with Coinbase. This was before anything happened with USDC. And Coinbase has $250 million in Signature Bank. Okay? What did I say? I said that how I don't trust Coinbase, I don't trust the US government, and I surely don't trust USDC. They are sleeping in bed together. Literally, I said that. Days unfold, 2 days later, 3 days later, 4 days later, 5 days later, the whole world is talking about this catastrophe, when my gut was telling me these things already. When my gut told me to get out of USDC about 2-3 months ago, okay? So here we go. So that's another big thing. Coinbase, what, they got $250 million worth of cash in freaking Signature Bank. What does that have to do with you? Right? I don't know if you guys use Coinbase. A lot of people do. I won't trust that shit, man. Do not. And like, people get so upset when I say this. Don't trust any American freaking crypto entity, bro. Business or bank or institution. Don't. Especially the crypto institution. Exchanges included, bro. Do not. You know, all of them are falling. All of them are falling. You know why? Because more times out of 10, it's like they have no consequences. They could, you know, make all these millions, run away with it, and then just tell everybody they went bankrupt, and then write that off, and guess what happens? The fucking government goes and bails them out. So what does that mean? It's equivalent to me doing this. If I was to go rob, I don't know, a bank or a gas station right there that I'm passing by right now with an AK-47, and I get away with the money, and then the police comes and says, no, it's okay, you'll learn next time, go ahead, keep the money. That's exactly what happens. So why would this never change when you bail them out? It's because there's no accountability. You know, there's no accountability for them, so they're just going to do it over and over and get away with it, and the bank prints more money to bail them out. And who does that suffer? You know, the people who are suffering from that is us, because people make dollars, right? People don't earn bitcoins or fucking gold or real estate. You get paid with dollar. That same shit that they're just pumping out. Who pays for it? More times out of 10, taxpayers. And I know that how Biden said today that how they're not going to let taxpayers pay it, and and the crowd goes wild. Holy shit. So that's the other issue over there, man. Now, going back to my epic move that I did last night. Once again, I was on my bed. Seems like a lot of shit happens on Twitter around 11 p.m., 12 p.m., 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we had the GOAT, yes, that's right, not me, of course I'm the GOAT, but the other GOAT, CZ, comes out and says this, like a bad boy that he is. What did he say? He said that how, since all of this new changes with stable, and I'm not quoting, I'm paraphrasing what he says. Since all these current changes, these sudden changes that happen with Stablecoin, what I'm going to do is, with the 1 billion of reserves that I hold in this wallet, and he showed it on his, on his Twitter account, I'm going to convert this BUSD, which is roughly $1 billion, and put it into some Bitcoin, put it into some Ethereum, and put it into some BNB. Bro, my air is percolated. I knew what was going to happen. So what was my game plan? My game plan was this. If the American government, or whoever they are, owns 1 billion worth of Bitcoin that's sent to Coinbase, I was very wary of, putting that USDT straight into Bitcoin because of that. That could have been a trap. Obviously, the markets went up a bit, well, quite a bit from then. I think it was at 20,500, then it went to like 21,500, and I think the market's almost at 25K a little bit earlier today. So last night when I saw that, what did I do? Whipped on my phone, put 30K USDT, bought 1.33 worth of Bitcoin. Okay, I saw the money that CZ had, and I commented and said, man, I said, I forget what I said, but I was like, I was pretty much praising him for it. And then I checked the wallet, and sure enough, the money was in there, the BUSD that he was talking about. And then guess what happened after that? Do smash the like button. After that, about 20 minutes went by, I checked the wallet, and the fucking funds was gone. So I'm like, this guy is serious. So what did I do? I wanted to spend another 30K of USDT. Trendsetter Ventures did that. And went and, purchased another one. It got a little bit more expensive, like 1.32 BTC. And, it looked like a really good move. Rather. So the markets went up, and it probably might reach. Hey, at the end of the day, it was the right move to do. So I don't think that was because CZ doing that, but I don't think CZ actually cashed it in just yet. Maybe he did. But the fact of the matter remains now, if my analogy, my line of thinking was, hey, look, the American government has about $1 billion worth of Bitcoin that they're going to probably dump on freaking Coinbase. Well, I want to wait out for that. And if CZ just says, hey, I got $1 billion that I'm going to probably buy in Bitcoin, X's it out. So that was like my green light to pretty much go on, scoop up some sweet old digital cheddar, that digital gold in BTC. And probably made a few thousand off of that. So that's what we have going on right now. And another thing I also want to talk about, ladies and gentlemen who are joining the live stream, or perhaps you're watching the replay, I really want to touch up on this. It's actually a shame. Like, let's just say the market's pumped because of Biden. Right? Biden made his announcement or what have you earlier today, and it happened around the same time, pretty much, although it was kind of going up prior to that. But if it was because of that, then we kind of already lost. You know why? Because now if they said something, to the effect that would be negative, like, oh, taxpayers have to pay it, what, Bitcoin would have tumbled? You know what I mean? So this is telling me that they already have control of the markets in that regard, and whatever they say from their damn mouths now is going to shift the market up or down. What? Seriously? It's like, why do people even listen to what they have to say when it comes to like this currency that they cannot print, which is Bitcoin? Yeah, I get it. But you're talking about fiat and all that shit, and you're out there, you know, they got you by the balls. But right now, they're swinging from our fucking balls right now, you know? They can only do that if they can force you to believe the shit that they're saying in fear, strike fear into your brain, into your broken minds, with the wrong information that you have to go and sell, right? Or to apparently go buy, if that was the case, that Biden was the one that, you know, with that announcement that came out. Please do not turn this into the freaking, you know, Wall Street right now, where, you know, that type of news actually matters, because it doesn't. It only matters if you're taking in that information, and you'll be like, well, TCL, Francis, why are you even talking about it then? Well, it is relevant because we predicted this and it happened, you know, and I position myself to benefit from it too by making a few G's. I don't know, how much did I make? And I put, it was actually like about 2.66 Bitcoin. I put in at about 21,000, I don't know, 300. So whatever that is. You know, it is what it is. And prior to that, I actually got, I purchased a Bitcoin before that, before it went to 21 something as well. So, sitting pretty. You know what I mean? This is what I tell you guys too. You have to have your own inner intuition to do these things. Okay? You have to have skin in the game. You have to have experience. You have to go with your gut, whether you're right or wrong. You learn a lot from wrong. Okay? You get a lot of good experience, and you can make your own firm decisions. Okay? So, that's what we're talking about right now. Once you understand the game that you're playing, the world that we live in, and the game is the system and how it's built, and what's being told on TV and what everybody else is doing, you put 2 and 2 together, you're going to get 4. You times 2 and 2, you're going to get 4. You add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, you're going to get 4. Trust me. So, I will check the live chat when I get to our red light or something. But again, those are the things that I really wanted to touch up on, guys. Go check out the live stream. We warned you guys. We told you that how another bank will be in the news. We wouldn't be surprised as what was our exact words. And sure enough, 2-3 hours later, shut down. This hit the fan. And what's going to become of Coinbase? Good question. They already, you know, start to not lock up withdrawals entirely, right? And that one is going to be pretty crazy, because with Coinbase now, they actually are a publicly traded, you know, institution. So that's a little bit different. You know, FTX wasn't. You know, a lot of people thought they could have trusted them because of that, but nah, brah, that's not the case. I don't know who you guys use, but do not be messing around with Coinbase. That's for sure. You know, when they are heavily influenced by the alphabetical agencies, when they're heavily influenced by the American government, you think who they're going to choose, you or listen to you, or listen to the damn freaking alphabetical agencies that run this world? Come on, guys. You know, who knows? Maybe they. I don't want to say that, and then people start tripping out. But I will park momentarily, and I'll take anyone's questions. If you got any, drop some questions and/or comments. All good. You know what this tells me, guys? Remember what I told y'all yesterday? Remember what I told y'all yesterday with these Ordinals? Smash the like button, please. I did tell you guys, them Ordinals are only getting more expensive by the damn day, right? As BTC goes up, these Ordinals are only going to be like a luxury item at one point where nobody could really afford it. Many people, I should say. It'll be a select few. We did touch up on that as well. But let me just park up here. See what you guys are up to. I see some comments. I'm getting to it, boys and girls. Just about to park. Parker up right here. Cool. All right, what we got so far? For those who are joining, we did predict Signature Bank will be one of the banks that will be in the headlines. Do check out our live stream we did yesterday afternoon. Less than 24 hours, maybe about 24 hours ago. Okay, who do we got here? We did got Willy Wonkas. How you doing, Willie? Long time no see, man. What's up, Crypro? Thank you for joining, broski. No, you're probably at work. Crypro, you're at work right now, probably like, you know, hiding. I remember when I used to work at this place, bro. I had to like what I used to look forward to at that job was pretty much going to the washroom, trying to get into ICOs, pretend to take a number 2 on the toilet, yeah, in the stall. So I don't know if that's what you're doing right now, but I do appreciate you for joining. We got more people joining, guys. Once again, for those who are now joining, we did predict Signature Bank was going to be one of the next banks to be in the headlines for all the wrong reasons. They just shut down about 2 hours after my live stream when I mentioned this. Go check it out. We also benefited from this by purchasing some Bitcoin before this massive pump. Go check it out. Prior to these 2 events that I just mentioned, in a previous video about 5 days ago, I did tell you that USDC, Coinbase, and the American government are sleeping in bed together, and I don't trust them. Prior to that, 3 months ago, I actually got out of USDC and went to USDT. Not that it's, well, actually it is safer at this point, but no stablecoin is safe right now. So majority is in that sweet old BTC. Whether it goes down, that's not the point. It can always recover, and it will always recover. All right. So we are sitting really damn good right now. And you know what we're about to do? We're about to get filthy fucking rich off of Ordinals as well. And if you guys want to be on the sidelines and watch that too, be my guest. If you guys want to partake, that's up to you. I don't care. I can show you what I did. That's all. So what we got here? Yeah, Ulrich says, here we go, TCLers. Yes, sir. Big Kim, how you doing, Big Kim? Thanks for joining. How long will this crypto pump last? I think this is a crypto pump that's based off of impulse and positive news is what I think. I think it will sort of settle down. It would settle down. I don't know how much. It would kind of like retrace a bit, like it always does, but it's going to make a new high in terms of it wouldn't go back down to like where it was, right? What was it, 21,300? I think it'll stay right there, unless they come on their fudge to some bullshit. Because if they realize, again, it depends. If this pump was based off of Biden's news, well, now they know they can freaking control the market. If they could just say anything and they're going to control the market. Well, then now they're like, all right, so we know we can move the market by saying this. Well, let's move the market this way and come up with some sort of like negative news. Oh, sorry guys, yeah, well, taxpayers got to pay this now. I don't know, something like that. But if this was due to other reasons, like say, let's just say CZ actually went in and bought this thing right now, then I think it's good. Listen, man, I gotta repeat this one last time for the people who were not on our live stream. A lot of the press and the media is getting this all wrong. Okay, there's claiming that how this $1 billion worth of Bitcoin that the American government has on Coinbase will be auctioned because they auctioned it in the past. An auction is something that goes to the higher bidder. Why would you pay for X amount of Bitcoin at $40,000 when you could get it right now for about $24,000 or 23, whatever the hell the price is right now? So they cannot auction it. That was back in the day when Bitcoin was very speculative, very volatile. There was no real market behind it. So they were going to bidders. That's different. They can't do that now. So what are they going to do? They want to keep it forever? No, of course not. They're going to do something in it, with it rather, that's going to benefit them. And the only thing that really comes to my mind is they got to chop it off. Let's go to the chopping blocks. Just smash the like button if you agree with that. There's no other alternative. What he said? Suffering mustache. You're talking about my mustache? Bro, I tried to line it up the other day and then I messed it all up, so just shave that damn thing. It's all good. Picked up my first Ordinal. Thanks, friends. Oh, Nick, nice, man. Good to hear that how the Bitcoin did reach the wallet. I thought you kind of lost it, eh? So just remember, some wallets only support Bitcoin, regular Bitcoin, and then some wallets that are Taproot, with the Taproot upgrade, they will support Ordinals only. So you can't sell Bitcoin to there. But there are other wallets like, say, Ordswap.io and also Ordinals wallet that will support both in the same address. Okie dokie. Rocking the new look? Yeah. Oh, some, Everybody said I rebranded, but that's not true. I didn't really rebrand. I just came back to my, I'm Francis Dune. I can't rebrand to Francis. Morning King, what's up, chat? Thank you for joining. What do you guys think about the latest developments that's happening right now? Do let me know. You can also ask me any question about anything really at this point. Really want to get that one off my chest. The engine sounds good. Yeah, it's a nice car. It's the Escalade V-Series, ESV, so that means it's the extended version. It's a little bit longer and bigger. It has a sports engine in there. Has about 682 horsepower, and it does a little vroom vroom. What else we got here, guys? So what is my next prediction? Maybe we could get to that shortly. Let me just go through the live chat. I got my crystal ball, guys. You know, what is my next prediction? Let me see. Oh, there it is. Oh yeah, that's definitely going to happen. I'm going to share that with you guys just now. Okay. What about BUSD? Well, exactly, right? Very good question. Thank you for asking that question. So, I mean, what's going to happen to BUSD now? So essentially, this is the problem with BUSD right now, guys. Pay attention, okay? This is real talk. So Paxos, the issue for BUSD, is not. They made an announcement. Go check it out. I can't remember when. Maybe about a month ago, that they are not going to be issuing or minting any more BUSD. Why? Apparently they got approached by some corporate thugs that pretty much intimidated them and told them they can't do it anymore, literally. So they're not going to do that anymore. So the second part of that is this. CZ last night in a tweet said, the BUSD that he holds now, I don't know if it's everything that he holds or what, but it's a lot. It's still a lot. It's $1 billion worth of BUSD. He is going to convert that to Bitcoin, to Ethereum and BNB. And the crowd went crazy. Go check out the tweet, even me. I even took a picture of my damn Bitcoin and a half, or just under a half, 1.3 that I bought, and I left in the damn comment section. I was so giddy. So that's a good question. So what is going to happen to BUSD? So supposedly what would happen is this. If you still own a BUSD, you will still be able to redeem it 1-for-1 wherever BUSD is accepted. So if you're working with an exchange like a KuCoin or maybe even like a Binance, they still will support it. Now, they're talking about TUSD, I believe, is another one that they're going to be supporting. I think that's Tron. And also USDT will still be used. So to answer your question, I think that's Willy Wonka's, BUSD will still be redeemable as long as the exchanges accepts it. However, there's not going to be issuing any more BUSD, and Binance appears to be cashing out or putting that into other assets like the top three I mentioned, which is BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. And he claims he's doing that because of the regulatory issues that we're all facing right now with stablecoin. I think it's only going to get worse. And you know what? To be honest, I got probably about 10% of my portfolios in USDT. I am right now in pretty much Bitcoin, Ethereum. I got my Polkadot still and all that kind of other stuff. I still got my digital land. I got my sandbox land that's going to make money. That's a business in itself. My quotas. That's where I'm at. So you guys might want to exercise certain things, although this is not financial advice. It's just what I'm doing. And so far, so good. And this is what, you know, respected people in the game are doing as well. And the reason, you guys know why I'm the smartest guy in this space. I'll tell you why I'm the smartest guy in this space. Because I know I'm not the smartest guy in this space. But what I do is I pay attention to what's happening in this space, what dumb motherfuckers are doing, what the news is doing, what guys like CZ is doing, and I could kind of like brainstorm what's going to happen next. So maybe I am one of the smartest guys in the space because of that. Because that's an art. You got to develop that shit. That's something you can. Nobody can teach you that. You're going to have to learn it. You're going to have to like self-inflict it. You're going to have to, lose some money. You're going to have to go through some shit. You're going to have to put it out there. You got to be right. You got to be wrong. You got to be wrong. You got to learn why you're wrong to be right, to be right, to be right. Then you're going to get it. Try it out, guys. I know you can do it. Okay. What we got here? Hemp Kid says, try to keep your money outside of the US under your mattress if that is the only option available. Honestly, bro, like, listen, that's the next thing, eh? Like, we're laughing at, like, say, the likes of Silvergate. Well, I'm not laughing at them, first of all. But, we're talking about these things like Silvergate. We're talking about these things like Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank as if, it's something that couldn't really hit close to home. While there's other banks that could, this is the same system that they all go by, right? They all go by the same system. The system is broken. Banks should never go bankrupt. It's not a natural phenomenon for banks to go bankrupt. It's not a natural phenomenon for inflation to happen. But you know why they go bankrupt? Because they literally know they will get away with it. Why? Because they'll get bailed out. What does that mean? Again, for the people who are now joining, as I gave a perfect example, if I was to rob a gas station right now with an AK-47, I took $25,000 from them. The cops caught me 2 days later and said, hey, man, don't worry, you're going to learn next time. Just keep it. You'll learn. And then I do it again. Hey, man, I know you didn't learn last time, but maybe you're a slow learner and you'll eventually get it. Go ahead, man. Keep the money. That's exactly what they're doing to them. There's no accountability. It's crimes that they're committing and they keep on getting away with. That's the problem with this. So, as I said before, You know, for the people who are now joining, we normally more times out of 10 pay for that stuff with taxpayers' money, or you know, or if they're gonna put on the freaking print press and print more money, the money devalues, and you guys who earn $1, you guys don't earn gold, you don't earn Bitcoin from your employers, you earn dollar, the same shit that they're devaluing on you. It's like you're in the toilet bowl and then you look up, you see their fucking ass and they're shitting on you. That's what they're doing. Smash the like button. What's wrong with you guys? So Digon says, hey, by the way, that's what some of these Instagram models go do in Dubai, eh? Yeah, it's called a porta potty thing. Go check it out. It pays good money, except you guys ain't getting paid for it though. Okay, I'm just saying. Sufran says, what do you think about the metaverse given what Meta Facebook did halt on the project? Yeah, honestly, I love what Meta did because it's only going to bring the real attention on the real projects, like the real metaverses, I should say, like the sandboxes of the world on the other sides of the world that are actually for the people. It's a community-driven project. It's not a customer-based project. It's not stealing your data kind of project. This is our way to get away from Meta. This is our way to be independent in our own. Like the metaverse is essentially a social media platform, right? And what's social media? Well, this right here, social media right now. This is what we're doing, social media, right? You guys are watching me from your phone or from your computer. We're having a discourse, or in this case, a conversation on something, on a particular topic. So it's social media, and you can build businesses on top of it. YouTube is a freaking how much $1 billion company. You know, YouTubers who make money off of AdSense, they run full-fledged businesses on here. Well, the metaverse is the same thing without the third party involved. Sure, there's sandbox, but it's far more, you know, like there's this much of a big gap with Meta and the people, and it's like this much with Sandbox and us. So it's more community driven. It's time for us to take back our data and take back all these things and have direct income coming into our pockets by removing counterparties. And that's what it's all about. So I'm all for that. Like people think that how Meta was the metaverse. It's not. It's like saying Google was the internet, or like, I don't know, Amazon's the internet. It's not. It's just a part of it. So the same thing is true for Meta. They're just a part of the metaverse. And to see them go away, you know, look, I got to be honest though. I got to give him credit because he was on the VR tip about 5-6 years ago. You know, and for him to rebrand to Meta, that's the largest rebrand in terms of the size of the company in history. So most companies come and go, right? You like what companies were like the Dawn back in the day? You know, you had like Kodak Films, Fuji Films. They didn't want to do digital, and all these digital. Instagram came on and Facebook came on. Well, he was trying to reiterate. He was trying to disrupt himself because he knew that how if you don't disrupt yourself and you don't move with the times and you stick with the old business model that fades away after say about 5, 6, 7, 8 years, someone else will disrupt you for you. So you have to kind of give him respect in that regard. But to answer your question, I love it. Yeah, I love it. Sandbox is where it's at, and if you look at the type of companies that are there, it's not slowing down. You know, a lot of these different sheiks are going there too from Dubai. Saudi Arabians are going there too. You know, like big figures, big money boys, billionaires are going there. And it's just a matter of time until that goes live, until we're all going to see what I've been building. And by the way, we didn't forget about Metropolitan Boy. That is one of the better clubs in all of Sandbox, and this is coming from the builders. Okay, our builders that went to the France conference, or the Sandbox France conference about 2 weeks ago. You know, a lot of people are liking what they saw, so we're going to show you guys as well. You know what we built there, and my space is already developed. That's a business in itself right there, bro. That's different streams of income I'm waiting to see. I got a bunch of land, and you know, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But right now, it's all about the fucking Bitcoin Ordinals, man. You know, there's money everywhere. You know, Bitcoin Ordinals is going to be massive. I don't know if you guys were, you know, the people that are joining me right now, listen to what I said yesterday, but you guys don't get this thing, man. You still don't get what Bitcoin Ordinals is. People think it's just regular NFTs. It's not. It's true artifact history. Inscription rate is going up right now as I speak. As I speak right now, it's probably going to be crossing 500,000 very soon. And if you have anything under 100K, by the time it's 1.5 million inscriptions, it's going to be a lot more valuable than what it is today. Okay, so yeah, I'll do a proper live stream on that. Don't worry, I'll get you guys up to date. What we got here? Yo, Proof Cop, thank you for joining. He says, hey broski, good to catch you live. It's always great to be live and have you join us as well. So thank you, Proof Cop. Coffee's getting cold. Okay, thank you for asking this. So, Hemkid says rather, USDT is not in the US, getting centralized and exit scam. They are from Hong Kong, a lot of safer, right? So, USDT, the good thing about them is, a lot of the Chinese guys uses them. They also, why I like USDT, they also did not freeze anyone's wallet to use Tornado Cash at the request of the US government or agencies. I shouldn't say government, agencies. I don't know who it was, not the Department of Justice of Peace, someone, other one. Also, I did some homework on USDT just to find out where they keep their reserves, and they do not keep their reserves where USDC keep their reserves, like Signature Bank and like not Silvergate and Silicon Valley Bank. They actually keep their reserves in a bank in the Bahamas. Okay, that was actually leaked about a year and a half ago. I think Cointelegraph leaked that, or one of those media outlets, and they keep it over there. I'm not saying like the Bahamas bank is safer or it's this or it's that, but at the end of the day, they do have the same monetary system, the same sort of mechanism on how they work. But I like that they're not in with these American banks. That's far more dangerous than anything right now. Again, guys, the hot air balloon has been floating and floating and rising, which is inflation, and there's this patch in this hot air balloon that they keep trying to patch up and patch up and patch up, and they're running out of fucking rubber bands to patch this thing up. And as you can see right now, the likes of Silvergate, and you know, the truth is just being spilled all over this and being revealed. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of these like normal banks that we bank with is going to be in a similar situation within the next few months or years to come, straight up. So be prepared for that. I would just tell you to get your damn fucking money, keep it on you, because the last thing you want to do is go to the bank and then they tell you, oh well, give us about 20 days, we'll have it, we'll get it ready for you. You know what I mean? That's if you got money in the bank. If you have 100K or less, there is insurance though on that. Now, if you have like, say, you know, hundreds of thousands in there, you got a business or millions or whatever, you know, you're a baller, then you're pretty much going to be screwed. There's no insurance on that. You're just going to lose your money, right? Yo, what's up, Frap? Tokens. What's up, my boy? Hope you're doing good, Frap. Good to see you here, bro. Really good to see you. Feel my pulse. I like that one. Nice one. Richard Hart is the GOAT, not CZ. I don't know about all that. Look, Richard Hart is good at what he does. He's good at, let's just say influencing. He's really good as a YouTuber and all that kind of stuff. He's very smart as well. He's a great talker, and what he says is truthful. But he ain't no CZ. He ain't no CZ. Come on, bro. Let's calm your tits right now. Okay, he ain't no CZ. He's great. I love Richard Hart, but he ain't no CZ. CZ's been around forever. You know, to run a centralized exchange and still be on top of that game, bro, and to fight these entities. Do you think the fucking SEC gives a fuck about Richard Hart as much as they would about CZ? That tells you who's the GOAT, right? Do you see them coming after like fucking Hex and all this shit? Maybe they would one day. Apparently that is the case happening already. You know, rumors have it that they have these guys subpoenaed and shit. I don't fucking know. I don't get too deep into that crap. That could be rumors. But, you know, if CZ is a guy where, like, back in the day, like if you had one village on the other village or one kingdom trying to, kill out the other kingdom, the one king will say, bring his head to me on a spear. That's what they want CZ. They ain't talking about Richard Hart, so that tells me he's the GOAT. You know, we could talk about other things as well. Do I love Richard Hart? Yeah, but what's it about Richard Hart? What the fuck does it matter, bro? Who gives a fuck? Like, you guys are just caught up in a bunch of crap yourselves, bro. It's not about who's better than who. Why does it have to always be about who's better than who? Everything is great. Everything has its use case. Everything contributes to the ecosystem. Why does it have to be a competition, bro? Holy fuck, you guys are gonna die fucking real fast, bro. Like, gonna get fucking stressed out and shit. Pulse is great. Hex is great. Ethereum is great. Fucking Bitcoin is great. CZ is great. Richard Hart is great. What the fuck? This is what they want us to do. They want us to fight amongst each other. Meanwhile, we should be fucking fighting them. Like, you guys need to calm down, dude. Sexy bald. I'm getting used to myself, to be honest. Okay. Proof Cop. Will credit unions go down? I didn't really do much research on them, to be honest, but, you know, who knows at this point, bro? Anything goes. Okay, Frapp says, what? You can't compare Richard Hart with CZ. Oh, Richard. Okay, back to that, yeah. So you can't compare Richard Hart with CZ. Richard Hart still has a lot to prove. Yeah, exactly. Richard Hart does have a lot to prove right now. The fucking pressure's on right now, that's for sure. I don't think a lot of you guys sitting down there when he was saying he was going to beat ETH 2.0, Whatever happened to that? I mean, I don't know, right? Remember that? We're going to beat ETH 2.0, which I don't give a fuck. I'm playing the fucking game, and I know what game I'm playing. I don't think many people know the type of game that they're playing. That's the thing. Do not give in to any single one fucking man. That's the number one rule you should learn in life. Fuck crypto in life. Do not give in to any one single government either, bro. That's another rule you should learn as well. Okay, do not put your faith and hopes into one single thing, all your eggs in one basket, bro. Trust me, because you're gonna wake up, you're gonna be in for a big surprise. And when that surprise hits you, you might want to commit suicide. Okay, believe you me. Stay true to yourself, and that's it, and your family, brother. And play the game and see how it goes. All right. Coming from a guy in this space from the get-go. And remember, I was the first guy to fucking put Hex on YouTube in a positive way and fucking combat the YouTubers. I love Hex. I love Richard Hart. I think he's great. Pulse, all that shit. But don't get too caught up, bro. That's all I'm saying. You're also going to get caught slipping one day. Believe you me. You know, when you have the highest expectations for something, sometimes that is a thing that does not come true. See what I'm saying? Back to what I was saying there. Yeah. So put it like this. When Richard R was sitting down, remember, there's a couple of points you got to point out here, right? Remember what he said? He said something along the lines of, hey, you guys don't got to worry about me. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it for the glory. Money's not the thing. I'll always be here on YouTube. And a lot of people saying, oh, well, he's not on YouTube anymore. Again, I don't follow these things, right? These things that I'm hearing, like, I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I'm making my own money, do my own fucking thing. You know, you guys want to wait, talk all this shit, that's fine. But let's talk about it since you brought it up, right? That's one thing. What happened to beating ETH 2.0, right? I don't know. Like that whole marketing thing of Louis Vuitton didn't fucking really work out in his favor. You know, if his marketing was so great, he'll be on major exchanges. He's not. So he's not as great as you think he is. Do I like him? Yes. But he ain't as great as you fucking think he is. Okay, a lot of people could prove too as well that he wash traded fucking Hex. And that's why it pumped. And that's why he owns most of the tokens. And the same thing he's probably going to do with Pulse. And that's great. Because I know his ego's too big for fucking let that fail. So he has to pump it, and the pressure's on. So we're probably going to make guaranteed gains. But as long as you know the type of game that you're playing, just don't start sucking people's dick without fucking knowing the game that you're playing, my friend. That's all. Okay? Coming from a guy who is the original fucking Hex OG. Where were you guys in 2019 with Hex? I was there making fucking YouTube videos. So don't come and tell me fucking shit. See what I'm saying? That's all. I like Richard Hart. But let's not turn him into a fucking god now. Okay? Don't do that, bro. You're going to be in for a fucking rude awakening then if you do that. Anyways. Do smash like button. Yo, RST. Man, them like RST. Salty? Who's salty? Me? Could you elaborate on that? And I could definitely touch up on what you said. I could elaborate on what I said too. It's the truth. I'm salty about it. As I said, I like him a lot, actually. I think he's one of the better fucking YouTubers in crypto. But businessman, like, you can't compare him to CZ, bro. CZ didn't convince a bunch of little kids to give them billions of dollars. CZ made $1 billion business from scratch. It's a difference, right? So, come on, guys. Don't get me started on this, because I'm a realist, bro. You know, if you're not going to be real with yourself, you're going to end up broke. You're going to end up broke. And you're going to end up looking for the next fucking hero to save your ass. Okay? Coming from the original Hex OG from 2019. So you can't even fucking tell me nothing. Go check the video. Okay, what we got here? Are you still bullish on Akala and DOT? I'm a bullish on DOT. You know, it was always about DOT. With Akala and the Parachains, it was something like free money. Submit your dots, get them back in about 2 years and get free tokens. You know, I still like Moonbeam, right? Moonbeam is going to be great, I think. You know, it's going to do its thing later on. Those are going to be projects that we could see when the next bull run comes. They will survive. You know, not many will, but I think the Polkadot ecosystem still is a wonderful blockchain, wonderful network, and it's unique on how they do their security protocols and such, right? With all the parachains. So, yeah, I'm all about DOT. Yeah. Okay. Correction, Richard R is decentralized and CZ stands for central. That's not true. CZ does not stand for centralization. Sure, he has a centralized exchange, but he actually believes and supports decentralization. You know, now back when he started this in 2017, it was very hard to make these decentralized applications. Remember, he did come out with Binance Smart Chain. You know, so he doesn't stand for that. He respects it and he does that, but he's in the centralized exchange world side of things, and I like that. Why? Because his morals and his values are actually honest and great. Look what he's doing, being transparent. He's setting precedence and the standard on how all centralized exchanges should be. So we should be glad that we have an honest guy like CZ, like what he did last night. Here is the wallet address. Here's where I keep the BUSD. This is what I'm going to do. Right? Proof of reserves, all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually glad that he's in a centralized, sort of in the world, like competing with these other entities that are trying to put us down, like the FTX of the world, the Coinbases of the world, so on and so forth. So CZ actually cares about the people, man. He does. He's not in this like them other guys, them suits. So, and he has to withstand the test of time for the longest while. Feel my pulse. Have you seen Tor wallet? Bro, love your thoughts and opinions. I have not seen Tor. Is that Tor like Tor? The freaking that dark web thing? Is it? I don't know. I have not seen it though. I've seen Hire wallet. Oh man, Wi-Fi, she says, Frap, tell us more about those Ordinals NFT, bro. Frap's like, yo, what are you talking about my investments? So, bro, I got 150K impulse. Like, come on. It's not about that. It's just, hey, the guy asked me a question. What do you want me to do, lie? I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you how I actually feel. And I'm not even telling you how I feel. I'm going to tell you why I feel that way. That's all, bro. Like, put it like this, guys. How can I put this in a very easy way for you to digest and understand? Okay, let's just say we got into an investment ABC, ticker ABC or XYZ, and there was a community involved with it, and then that ABC XYZ coin went down by like 50%, and then the next week it went down by another 50%, and then it went down, whatever, right? And then everyone's like, yo, bro, don't worry, man, we just forget it. No, it's going down. And people say, don't fudge your project. It's not my opinion. It's a fact. If you look at the graph, it's going down. Or if you've been paying attention, you see it's going down. It's not about FUD. It's about being honest with yourself and saying, yes, it's going down. Fine. It's not about FUD. That's not FUDing your investment. You're not making up lies. FUD is when you make up lies or you exaggerate on things. That has nothing to do with that. Right? So I don't like it when people say don't fudge your own investment, bro. Like, that's fucking whack. That's like saying don't be realistic with your own investment, bro. Lie to yourself and it'll work out. It's like a politician that's going to tell you, don't worry, guys, the budget that we have will balance itself. Don't worry. What? Don't make sense. So maybe that's maybe that's why I've been able to be on top of the game financially for a long period of time. Everything's not rainbows and unicorns, bro. And you gotta know how to, see these things and place your fucking money. And how do you know that? Well, you got to be real with yourself by not funding your investment. Frap's like, yo, shut up, talk about Ordinals now, bro. What we got here? It's called the American Dream. I like that one. I saw you say that in the chat. It's called the American Dream because you have to be asleep to believe it. I like that. Amen. RC says, okay, he's going to elaborate. I'm joking, bro. I love the passion and how you keep it real. What's up? No, it's fine. Hey, look, I'm not arguing with anybody. If you guys want to say, hey, well, this is why, or that's why, let's have a discourse. We could talk. It's fine. This video wasn't about that. Somebody said something that is just very inaccurate. And it shouldn't be about who's better than who. I think they all bring their different unique attributes to this space, but one is much more superior than the other, and that's fine, man. It's okay. Okay, it's fine. Like, he's still great too in his own right. RH. Okay, what we got here? You always speak facts. Wi-Fi cheese says, thank you. TCL, one of what did it say? It says TCL, one of you very videos was about BNB ICO. Yeah. When it was like $1 back in 2017, man. That's the one. And I remember Bittrex was the exchange and Poloniex. And I really liked the burn mechanism that he had. And I compared it to like how China runs their economy in the terms of, they're very good with money management. So yeah, that paid off really well, to be honest. What else we got, guys? What else we got? Looking sharp. Thank you, bro. Thank you, guys. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So for those who have joined, thank you. Maybe next time I'll try to extend these live streams and come with the real information somewhere in the middle, because it appears as though you guys kind of tend to join late. A lot of people, tell me right now, please. Are you getting my notifications, first of all? A lot of people aren't getting... Oh, shit. That's my, once I start the car, it's going, the music's going to go on. But a lot of people are telling me they're not receiving notifications. Could you confirm that right now? Did you guys get the notifications? Didn't get one. See what I'm saying, bro? YouTube, they always ban the fucking reels. Or like limit us at least, not ban, because they're limiting me. You guys aren't getting my notifications. That's okay, guys. So listen, we're going to be very consistent with live streams. Okay, so RSC said yes. Sometimes we're going to be very consistent with live streams from the studio, and it's going to be a lot of information. So come on, join us. We're going to make the time official. We don't know what it is. It looks like it's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to bring you guys. Listen to me. Record this right now and keep it for future reference. I'm going to bring you guys up to date on how to really make money on what the next big thing is before it becomes the next big thing. Okay, we just predicted this about Signature. We told you guys you're going to hear this bank in the headlines. It happened. Okay, prior to that, I inscribed my tweet about USDC. Be careful. Couple like minutes after it went to fucking the peg. It didn't recover, yes, but the damage is already done. The reputation's already done. Okay, told you guys about Coinbase. Coinbase has money in freaking Signature. Okay, I am now telling you guys about this next big thing. It's not okay. Do you guys want to hear a little bit more about it so you're not confused? Okay. About what it is, the Ordinals, or should I save that for the next live stream from the studio? I'll save it from the next live stream in the studio so I can actually show you guys some things here, okay? So guys, thank you so much for joining. I'll catch you on the next one. Until then, you're on your own. Later.